What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to ArcheAge Begins, a brand new hero collector brought to you by Gameville in conjunction with XL Games. The same exact company that brought you the PC MMO version of ArcheAge brings you a brand new hero collecting mobile game that's now available for iOS as well as Android here in the US. Now, normally I like to start these videos off with combat, but in this video, let's start off with hero management first because I want to take a look at one of the more unique aspects of this game, and then we'll talk about all the other features. Now, first things first, let's take a look at my tank here, and let's clear out all of the systems that we've seen before. This character has gear that I can enhance using gold. I can take it from plus 12 to plus 14. We've seen systems like this in games time and time again, nothing special there. I can also equip this character with runes. So let's say I want to equip him with some HP runes or some defense runes or attack runes. I can do that. Or I can equip him with 2 defense runes to get a set bonus or 2 attack runes to get a set bonus. Things like this we've seen before, especially if you played games like Summoner's Wars. Pretty similar system. So that's that. Also, as you star up your heroes, their looks also change and you can evolve them. And of course, you can unlock costumes that have stat bonuses as well. So these are features that you've seen in plenty of other hero collectors. Nothing too crazy or too special there. Now, one thing that kind of got my attention with this game is the talent tree system. I can't think of another hero collector that had a talent tree system that was this large. Look at all of the things that you can unlock in this game. Now, after taking a look at this, and keep in mind that I'm still very, very new to the game, it does look like you can eventually open up everything. So in that respect, it's a pretty linear system where eventually you're just gonna unlock everything, but it's still pretty interesting because you do have some choices because you're not gonna have an infinite amount of resources to unlock everything all at once. So you still have to make some key decisions. So let's take a look at this. Now, when you first get this character, the only thing that you're gonna have unlocked is normal attack and swinging attack. Now, as you go through the game and you get materials and you get fragments for this character, you can unlock other talent slots and other active slots. So in this example, I want to unlock this ability called Increase Magic Resist, which gives me Increase Magic Resist. Now, it'll cost me 2 character fragments, one of these incense it looks like, and then some of this green powder stuff. Once I get those materials, I can learn this ability and boom, I have another passive. Here are a few examples of things I have already unlocked. I have HP unlocked. I have an ability right here that increases ally casting speed. There's attack, there's enhanced healing. I have another ability that increases my taunt, things like that. So as you go throughout the game, you will have to kind of make decisions here on which one of these passives that you will unlock for your character to make them more powerful. And like I said, there's also active abilities as well. So this right here is an active ability, makes allies invincible for 8 seconds, preventing physical and magical damage. So once again, you're gonna have some choices to make when it comes to unlocking these skills because you're not gonna have an infinite amount of resources and materials all at once. Now, this is 1 star. Now, once I'm up to 2 stars, I have another set of talent trees, but they're pretty similar based off of what I can see. They're kind of the same things from talent tree 1, just bigger and badder. But as you can see, the amount of resources changes and the amount of fragments changes as well. Now, another thing that you're gonna have to kind of balance here is that the fragments that you need for talents are also the same fragments you need to star up your hero. So you're gonna be in this perpetual state of just trying to upgrade your character more and more and more until you get to the point where you can star them up as well. So as you can see, this is gonna cost 20 character fragments in this tree. Then it'll start costing 30, then it'll start costing 200. So pretty interesting system. Once again, I do realize that it's pretty linear. Eventually you'll open up everything, but I gotta give them props for trying something different. So that is the talent tree system here in ArcheAge. Now, if you were paying attention, you saw that you need character fragments in order to unlock a lot of those talents. Pretty much all of those talents, you're gonna need character fragments. This game has something pretty interesting. It's called the Legacy of Heroes. Now, this looks like your typical endless tower mode, but it's something a little bit different. Now in this mode, this is the mode that drops all the materials that you're going to need to upgrade the talents for all of your heroes. And it's actually pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of these here. So as you can see, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear off all these heroes here so you can kind of get a feel for what's going on here. So while I'm in this tower mode and I select these heroes right here, everything that drops in this tower mode is going to be materials that'll allow these 4 characters to level up and get more powerful. For example, this guy right here that I'm clicking on, no fragments will drop out of this tower mode because he is not in my starting lineup. The only fragments that will drop in this tower mode are going to be the 4 characters that I have chosen for my lineup. So let's go ahead and make this full circle. So we'll go ahead and click this, go into enter. Please, please. Whoops, hold on, sorry. Start over, start over. There we go. I got a little crazy there. Open the door, please. There you go. So these 4 characters right here are going to be the only characters that drop materials. Now, I'll go ahead and show you. So if I sweep the stage, there goes a character fragment for Catherine. If I sweep it some more, there's my tank right there. There's my mage. There's my mage again. So you get the idea. So this is actually a pretty interesting system. So if you get a rare hero in other hero collectors, it's kind of hard to get duplicate fragments for that hero. Not so much in this game. Basically, you go to this endless tower mode, you click sweep, and it uses just your basic stamina, which is meat in this game. It uses your basic stamina, and then you can go through this tower and get materials and fragments for those characters. Now, of course, you're not going to get a ton, and of course, eventually you'll run out of stamina, but this is a pretty interesting way to get more fragments for your heroes to allow you to talent up your heroes as well. So let's do this a couple more times, and then I'll go back into the hero management screen here. And then let's go over to our healer, and as you can see, I have a talent here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and unlock this talent, increase HP recovery. Boom, unlocked, and there you go. So that's kind of how the system works, and this is going to be a lot of where your power comes from. It's going to come from enhancing, it's going to come from runes, and of course it's going to come from that talent tree system as well. So pretty interesting, and that's kind of why I wanted to start off with hero management first, because that's a system that you don't really see too often. So now let's do actual combat. Let's do some actual combat here. Load times aren't too terrible in this game. You know, they're a little lengthy, but not crazy. So let's turn off auto for right now. And now I'm actually playing on Nox, and my graphics kind of suck for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Your graphics will look better on your cell phone, or you might want to try BlueStacks if you want to have slightly better graphics in this. I'm not sure what's going on with my Nox. But here is combat here in ArcheAge Begins. Now you have this interesting little card system that I think it's okay. What you can do with this card system that I find pretty interesting, however, though, is this guy in the back. I want to attack him. So what I can do is I can use my onslaught ability, hit number 3, and attack that guy right there in the back. Not a lot of hero collectors out there allow you to have precision on who you attack first. So let's say once again, let's wait till the next batch of mobs come up. Moving on, moving on. So I want to attack this girl right here in the back. She's kind of blocked off by some people, so I got to get these other guys out of the way first. Let's do my AoE ability. Once again, I'll hit that succubus in the back with an AoE ability. My tank's dying here, so what I want to do, I'll switch to my heal, and then make sure that I heal my tank, who is number 3. And then, of course, you can also auto it as well to make it a little bit easier for you. But that's kind of the gist of combat. I think like I said, I think it's a pretty interesting system. I don't know why games are just fascinated with cards, but it is what it is. It does allow you to be able to kind of pinpoint who you want to fight. Once again, I can switch to that card. I switch to this card. I want to attack number 1. There you go. Hit number 1, disorient him, put him to sleep. We DPS him a little bit. What's going on? It's lagging. I can go heal. I want to heal my caster in the back, who's number 1. Hit the cast there. So it does give you a lot more precision. I'm really interested to see what PvP will look like, because that might be really, really interesting with the skills that you have unlocked and being able to use them with that much precision in PvP. That might be pretty interesting. I don't have PvP unlocked just yet, so I can't tell you if it's 100% autoplay just yet, but don't worry, more videos will come. So that's combat here in ArcheAge begins. So let's take a look at a few other systems in this game. You have a story mode. Here in this story mode, you go through, you've seen this before, you go through these stages, you 3-star them. Once you 3-star them, you can then sweep the stage. Now, this is something that I want to kind of touch on really quick. When you sweep stages in this game, you do not get experience points for your team. You only get the materials that drop. This game has another feature called auto repeat. Now, if you played games like King's Raid, basically what this game is going to be for you is that you're going to auto repeat stages and just have the game running while you go to the gym or you go to work or something like that. You get a bunch of stamina together, you auto repeat a stage, and you just let it go. Because that's the only way your characters will get actual experience points to level up. If you sweep a stage, your characters get no experience whatsoever. The only way that you can get EXP in this game is by actually defeating stages. So this game is very, very similar to King's Raid, where you're just gonna have this game running for hours and hours at a time while you drain stamina out. Because there's no reason for you to sweep stages. I know I've been doing that, but there's no reason for you to sweep stages because you just lose out on experience points. The only other reason why you would sweep a stage is just because you just really need a material right then and there. But every time you sweep a stage, you're just missing out on experience points. You're just losing. So that's something that you kind of have to be aware of as well. I'm not a big fan of that kind of system, but that is what's in this game. They try to help you out here with this library feature, and we'll go through all of the different modes in the game as well. So they have this thing called a library. Now, my library is level 15. The unfortunate thing about my library being level 15, that is the max that it can go right now. I cannot make my library higher than level 15, which means I can only level up my characters to a maximum level of 15. So as you can see, read this book. This character is now level 15, but I can no longer, as you can see, he's grayed out. I can't make him any stronger than level 15. So you're probably saying, well, FG, there you go. You can level up your characters that way. You can, but you're always going to be behind. As you can see, my hero level is level 18. So my max level right now should be level 18, but I cannot get level 18 through this means. I have to go and actually clear stages out. So that's where it goes back to what I was saying earlier. This game is going to be very similar to King's Raid, where you just have the game running on auto repeat and just having your stamina drain out that way, so you actually get experience points for your character so that your character level matches your commander level or your hero level, whatever you want to call it, depending on which game you come from. So that's that mode right there. You have dungeons, which I don't have unlocked just yet. That unlocks at level 23. There is a guild system in the game. I went ahead and made my guild. It's called Zero. I'm on server 1. And we'll explore what the guild system is in later videos. Right now, as far as I can tell, it's just a glorified chat room where you can give guild gifts to other people, but there might be more to the game later on. Once again, like I said, I'm brand new to the game, so we don't know just yet. But if you want to join my guild, there you go. There is a trade system here. It's called trade, but it's more trade in the way of ArcheAge, the PC game, where you can attack these teams and take their gold. So you have a few different real-life player teams that are controlled by the AI. You can attack them and steal gold for them. That's like the plunder mode there. This Shining Coast mode, I'm not sure what it is just yet. But I'm gonna explore that in a later video once I actually understand what it is. But from what I'm just guessing, seeing that I see 4 hours here, you can send your party away for 4 hours for them to go get materials for you. But right now, I'm not 100% sure on how that mode works. So we'll take a look at that a little bit later. All right, we have a marketplace here. Once again, this is gonna be something that I look at in a future video, but from what I can gather, you can acquire tokens here and you can buy materials from other players that set these things up on the marketplace, but you can only exchange them for tokens. But once again, don't quote me on any of that just yet. I'm just kind of guessing based off of what I've seen in other games and kind of what I've seen so far based off of this game here. You also have this housing district, which is interesting. So very, very interesting system. So you can go in this system right here. You can do some fishing. You can feed your cows. They tried to put ArcheAge into this game in the strangest way possible. They tried. Oh, hold on. So I can feed my cow here, and the better I do, the more materials I have, and I can use those materials to upgrade my town. So the object behind this one is that you want to throw the food to the corresponding like feeding tray as fast as you can possibly do it before, like right now, I know he's going for 3, so I gotta throw it super, super quick. Basically, you want to beat his heart. So hold on, because I'm going to screw up eventually. All right, you want 1. So I'm trying to beat his heart there. So it's a weird mode. I don't know why it's in the game. You can get tickets to auto do this. So if you get tired of doing this, oh, I screwed this one up. Oh, no, I still got a great. You can also get perfect. So I'm not doing like amazing. You can get good, greats, and perfects. So I'm not doing like super great. Oh, I am doing great, just not super great. I only got a 2-star, as you can see. So you can do it much faster than I was doing it. So I know that looked like it was super easy and like, yeah, FG, we get it. You throw the meat. Yeah, but you actually got to do it pretty hardcore. Corn, whatever cows eat. Hay, I don't know what cows eat. So that's that. And these are the materials that you'll use to upgrade your house. This is just kind of like a cool system where you can kind of have this little area that you can upgrade and make look cool over time. There's also fishing here as well. It's basically an AFK style fishing. I'm not going to show it off in this video here. But basically what you want to do here is as you have bait, click fish and then go and get a sandwich and come back. You don't want to sit around and do this. The game automatically does all of it for you. So it's really just like an AFK fishing, like an ArcheAge or BDO or something like that. So that's the housing system in this game. Also, a little neat thing that they did. So this is a tree that you can cut down, and it can also be thunderstruck. Now, I only played ArcheAge for like 2 months on PC, but one of the rarest trees you can get were trees that were struck by lightning. So every now and then you'll get a tree that's struck by lightning, and you can cut this down every 5 hours. And this stuff goes into your housing once again. Cash shop we're not going to touch on in this video because I just don't know enough about the game to really make a justified opinion on what's in the cash shop, what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy. Is it a ripoff? I just don't know just yet. So that'd be something for a future video. And then raids I'll show you in a future video as well. There is a territory battle, which I don't know because that opens up at level 25. And then there's annihilation that opens up at 20, which I assume is the PvP. And once again, that'll be something in a future video. So overall, my thoughts on the game are positive-ish. I'm still not like, I don't know if I like the game just yet. It has all of the features, like the sum of all of its parts are actually pretty good. There are some pretty interesting ideas with this game. But I'm gonna have to play it a little bit more to kind of see what the other systems are to see if I'm really sold on it. One of my famous phrases, yeah, I just gave myself a famous phrase. One of my famous phrases when it comes to hero collectors is that a hero collector is only as fun as the heroes that you can collect. And so far the heroes to me are really, they're just really generic. Like you got your typical freaky whip woman, you got your typical wizard, elf, you got your typical female healer. I mean, it's really, I haven't seen anything to really make me want to go crazy to collect heroes in this game. But like I said, I'm still very, very new to it. So we'll see as we go along. But that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. If you have any questions, do leave them in the comment section below. I'll try my best to help you out with them. What I'm gonna be doing, it's lunchtime here in Austin, Texas. I'm just gonna keep my characters on auto repeat as they clear these stages, get experience points, and get materials to upgrade my talents. So welcome back to King's Raid, everybody. Anyway, guys, once again, my name is FG3000. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next video. Later.